Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the Uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, so far things are fairly quiet. We don't have any economic numbers coming out this morning. There is one stock moving in the pre-market. Oracle is up. It's up $12 and change, trading up just above 150. So if you had an order in to sell a partial position at 150, it should get filled this morning at the open. So congratulations. Now, yesterday seemed to be a big positive day, but it in reality is just an inside day or a pause day for the market. You can see that yesterday's trading activity fit within Friday's trading activity for the Dow, for the S&P 500, for the NASDAQ 100, for the Russell 2000, for semiconductors, and even for the iShares for the TSX 60, which had a nice big up day on the back of the financial sector continuing to move higher. So there's one area of the market that didn't have an inside day on Monday. Looking at the VIX pulled back yesterday, had an inside day. So if the VIX closed below 1704 on Tuesday, that would certainly make us bullish on the market on a short-term basis. And then we've got the VIX for the NASDAQ 100 and for the Russell, both on buy signals right now. And of course, that is negative for the market. Looking at the bond market, the TLT, the XBB moved up yesterday. Emerging market bonds, junk bonds, all moved up on Monday. And of course, that keeps the trend for bond yields still on a sell signal here, and that is supportive for higher stock prices. Looking at commodity prices, we had an inside day for crude oil on Monday, an inside day for gasoline. Natural gas pulled back, so a close below $13.41 on Tuesday would give us a new sell signal for natural gas, and that would certainly be bearish again, as natural gas looks like it may have put in another lower high. Looking at copper, it moved up yesterday. Gold had an inside day, so no change there. If the GLD would close below $230.15 on Tuesday, that would give us a new daily sell signal. Palladium moved up. We've got platinum back on a buy signal, and silver had an inside day on Monday. No change in trend there. Looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, they both moved up on Monday. Still no buy signal just yet. That is also true for Bitfarms, for Coinbase, Hive, and MicroStrategy. They're all still on sell signals. No change in trend for any of those stocks. Next up, let's take a look at the most actively traded stocks from Monday's trading action, and we'll start off in New York with NVIDIA with an inside day on Monday. No change there. Palantir popped in the pre-market yesterday morning. We were looking for a move up to 34.38 as our next target, and that's where we hit. Now, 37.50 and 40.63 do come into play right now. This is a high-risk opportunity. Personally, I wouldn't jump in here. If I was short Palantir going into yesterday, I would certainly cover that short position, but I would not jump in at these levels. It's a high-risk opportunity. It certainly doesn't mean it can't go up. It's just I'm not willing to take the risk. If we look at NEO continued to move higher yesterday, so you should have got some more orders filled and probably have just a few shares left. So congratulations, you're doing well. Inside day for Tesla on Monday, no change there. Apple was up slightly, just 4 cents yesterday. It is down in the pre-market this morning, so not expecting a trend change for Apple. There we've got Ambev back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. It's been trading in a range, 244 down to 225. If we can take out the recent high, then 254, 264 come into play. No joy for Intel, still on a sell signal here. Then we've got AT&T continuing to move higher. Now, this was a stock that I did wave off last time it gave a buy signal. And so, yes, I can be wrong. And yes, stocks can continue to move higher. There we've got Warner Brothers making a new low for this move before closing higher on the day. And then we've got American Airlines making a new high for this move on Monday. Looking at the TSX most actives, we've got a tale of two markets. The energy sector is still in the doghouse. Inside day yesterday for Canadian Natural Resources. Suncor had an inside day as well. A new low for Cenovus on Monday. And then we had an inside day for Manulife. We had fairly quiet trading for Great-West Life, closing slightly higher on the day, just up 18 cents. Then we had a new high for Bank of Nova Scotia on Monday, a new high for Enbridge. We had a new high for TC Energy, a new high for TELUS, and then we had a new high for Pembina. Going the opposite direction was Baytex making a new low for this move on Monday. And then going again in the opposite direction, we had CIBC making a new high and the TD Bank making a new high on Monday. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. Don't get overly excited about what happened on Monday. Yes, it was nice to see the market move up, but it was really just a reaction to what happened last week. It was an inside day, a pause day, a day of indecision. And what we're looking for, of course, is the first close above Friday's high as the first sign something new may be happening. It is certainly not a signal to jump in with both feet if that were to happen on Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Wednesday morning.